A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. This past weekend, protests erupted across the United States, targeting Vice President J.D. Vance and billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk. The demonstrations were sparked by a heated confrontation between President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky during a meeting in the Oval Office. Protesters took to the streets, particularly in Vermont, where Vance had planned a family ski trip. Demonstrators shouted slogans like "Go ski in Russia" and held signs condemning Vance as Putin's pawn and traitor. The protests were not limited to Vermont. Similar rallies unfolded in major cities including New York, Los Angeles, and Boston, with demonstrators gathering outside Tesla dealerships to voice their discontent with Musk's recent actions. The tensions escalated after Trump and Vance publicly criticized Zelensky, suggesting he should negotiate with Russia or risk losing U.S. support. This confrontation, described as an extraordinary shouting match, has been interpreted by many as a turning point that galvanized public sentiment against Vance and Trump. Protester Corey Giroux expressed her outrage, stating, "After what he did yesterday, he crossed the line." In the wake of the protests, Vance has remained silent, reportedly relocating his family to an undisclosed location. Judy Daly, a member of the Indivisible Mad River Valley group, noted that the protests had been planned prior to the Oval Office incident, but the confrontation likely intensified public participation. In New York City, hundreds gathered outside a Tesla dealership, displaying signs with messages like "Burn a Tesla," "Save Democracy," and "No Dictators in the USA." The protests against Musk were partly fueled by his push to reduce federal spending, which has led to the termination of thousands of government jobs and contracts. 9 individuals were arrested during these demonstrations. Musk's actions, which have included significant layoffs and budget cuts, have drawn criticism from various groups, including pro-Ukraine activists and climate change protesters. In London, a group of climate activists occupied a Tesla showroom, denouncing Musk for what they described as ruthless business practices. They chanted slogans demanding his removal for over 25 minutes. Meanwhile, in European capitals, rallies were held to support Ukraine, coinciding with Zelensky's visit to the UK, where he was greeted by crowds lining the streets. The political climate in the US appears to be shifting, with Trump's approval rating dipping slightly to 44%. Adding to the discourse, a recent sketch on Saturday Night Live featured Mike Myers portraying Musk, humorously entering the Oval Office with a chainsaw and joking about the political landscape. As the protests continue to unfold, the public remains divided over the actions of both Vance and Musk, with many calling for accountability and change in U.S. foreign policy and corporate governance. The situation is evolving, and it remains to be seen how it will impact the political landscape moving forward. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.